Broward Sheriff Gregory Tony calling a last-minute news conference this afternoon to set the record straight.
It's become a very public fight with the city of Deerfield Beach over a new contract.
Yeah, we've been covering the story for you. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray is live for us right now near Fort Lauderdale at BSO headquarters with the latest round on this very messy negotiation. Joan?
Yeah, and you know, whenever the sheriff calls a news conference, he always has a lot to say, and today was no exception. He really wants to get this deal done with Deerfield, but he says one man is standing in the way, and it's a man who worked for him for decades.
And your city manager, as it sits, has zero credibility and has violated the law.
Broward Sheriff Gregory Tony taking more swings at Deerfield Beach's city manager Rodney Brimlow, accusing him of playing politics and standing in the way of a new contract he wants to ink with the city for police and fire services.
We cannot allow for our first responders to continue to leave this community.
The sheriff said he wants to give raises, and that's behind the millions more Deerfield would have to pay.
You tell me if I should go absolutely nuclear on this and destroy him.
The sheriff took to social media, accusing Brimlow, who used to be a BSO captain, of withholding information that he's now given to city leaders.
The consistent comment as they walked out of the room was they were very informed and they've all learned new information that was not presented by their city manager.
He accused Brimlow of filing a false report with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
Be impartial. The best practice is to file my own formal complaint and let FDLE conduct an investigation.
The sheriff released FDLE findings, which said they received an allegation from Brimlow. The sheriff threatened physical harm and to pay an individual $1 million to take him out. But after reviewing the roll call, FDLE said the sheriff did not make a threat, and it was to get members involved in the contract process.
If this game is played in Deerfield, people are going to die because of this.
Brimlow is not talking publicly, but the city issued a response saying Deerfield stands firmly regarding recent allegations made by the sheriff against Brimlow. Brimlow did not file a false criminal complaint, and the Broward Sheriff's Office requested a 10% increase in its contract. When the city refused, they said services would be terminated September 30th. Now, one thing we want to make clear, while this messy fight plays out, police and fire services continue in Deerfield Beach. And even if they were to go with their own departments, there would be a 2-year transition process. The sheriff is still hoping he can get a deal with the city. He has a meeting scheduled with the mayor next week. And while the new contract has called for millions of dollars in increases, the sheriff says they've come up with a deal that it would not impact any taxpayers in Deerfield. Near Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS News, Miami.